is Kevin Kaiser. I'm an adjunct professor of finance at the Wharton School, and before that I was a professor of management practice at INSEAD. At the Amsterdam Institute of Finance, I teach the Advanced Valuation course. In this course, we teach obviously about advanced valuation. We're going to teach mainly about the discounted cash flow method, though we'll touch on some alternative approaches. In the discounted cash flow method, what we focus on are the two key elements, which is the expected future free cash flows and then the discount rate, or the opportunity cost of capital. Both of these require quite a bit of understanding of underlying concepts. So to understand the principle of the expected future free cash flows, we're going to understand the nature of the business, the industry in which it operates, changes in regulatory, technological or consumer preferences, the whole world, and how that company is managing to build and sustain competitive advantage, which it uses to convert its business into cash flows. The discount rate is a little bit more challenging, or less challenging depending on your background. It's less about the business side of the company and more about the principles of finance, as they've been developed over the past 100 years, and more recently in Nobel Prize winning work in the capital asset pricing model, weighted average cost of capital, etc. So in understanding the discount rate, we're going to delve into those theories and talk about the evidence and the data behind the theories and bring those together to come up with a discount rate appropriate for any given investment. It needs to reflect both the riskiness of the investment and, in some contexts, how that investment is being financed. By the time we finish the course, you'll be able to understand the expected future free cash flows and how to estimate them. You'll understand finance and how to estimate the opportunity cost of capital, and bring those two together to get an estimate of the present value of the company. The final thing we'll also include is the communication. In order to use this valuation in decision making in real life, it's important that you can explain to the people back at work or to your clients, to your bosses, why they should think about value and how they should think about value in making their investment decisions. So once we've explained the valuation principles and how we get an estimate of the value, we'll spend quite a bit of time also on the why, the theory, and the principles to communicate effectively why we should be using this in investment decision making. So why is this course important? Well, simply, managers need to be able to differentiate value creating from value destroying projects, and that's what valuation is for. So who will benefit from this course? Well, managers who have to make those decisions, but everybody who's advising them in the effort. So in mergers and acquisitions, all the advisors to those kinds of investments will be needing to do valuation. In private equity, there are countless investment decisions to be taken. They will benefit from this course. Consultants and others who advise managers in private equity and those kinds of decisions. And frankly, anybody else who is involved in supporting and helping and advising on value decisions. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you at the Amsterdam Institute of Finance.